The Philippines, a nation of over 7,000 islands, boasts a rich history marked by resilience and an enduring spirit of independence. Every year on June 12th, Filipinos commemorate their hard-won freedom from Spanish colonial rule, a victory achieved in 1898. Yet, in the contemporary geopolitical landscape, a shadow looms over this cherished independence. The question arises, how truly independent is the Philippines today, particularly in the face of China's growing influence and assertive actions in the region? This exploration delves into the complex realities of Filipino independence in the 21st century, examining the historical context and the multifaceted challenges posed by China's growing presence. The struggle for Filipino independence is woven into the very fabric of the nation's identity. From Spanish colonization to American rule and Japanese occupation, the Filipino people have consistently fought for self-determination. These historical experiences have instilled a deep-seated appreciation for freedom and sovereignty. The spectre of colonialism, though seemingly relegated to the past, takes on new forms in the present. China's growing economic and military might, coupled with its assertive territorial claims in the South China Sea, has raised concerns about a new era of neo-colonialism. Understanding this historical context is crucial for comprehending the complexities of the current situation. At the heart of this contemporary struggle lies the South China Sea, a region of immense economic and strategic significance. China's expansive territorial claims, encapsulated in its controversial Nine-Dash Line, overlap with the exclusive economic zones, EEZs, of several Southeast Asian nations, including the Philippines. China's increasing assertiveness in the region, manifested in the construction of artificial islands and the harassment of Filipino fishermen, directly challenges the Philippines' ability to exercise its sovereign rights within its own EEZ. This section will delve deeper into the specific ways in which China's actions impact the Philippines, exploring the economic, military, and societal ramifications. To understand the contemporary realities of Filipino independence, one must first delve into the nation's long and complex history with colonialism. For over 3 centuries, the Philippines endured Spanish rule, a period marked by economic exploitation and political subjugation. The seeds of Filipino nationalism were sown during this era, as local uprisings and revolts demonstrated a burgeoning desire for self-determination. The late 19th century witnessed the Philippine Revolution, a pivotal moment in the country's struggle for independence. Led by figures like José Rizal and Emilio Aguinaldo, the revolution challenged Spanish authority and ultimately led to the declaration of Philippine independence on June 12, 1898. However, this newfound freedom was short-lived as the United States took control of the Philippines, ushering in a new era of colonial rule. The Second World War brought further turmoil to the Philippines, as the archipelago was occupied by Japanese forces. The Filipino people, demonstrating remarkable resilience, resisted Japanese occupation through guerrilla warfare and underground movements. In 1946, after decades of colonial rule, the Philippines finally achieved full independence from the United States. This momentous occasion marked a turning point in the nation's history, as Filipinos embraced the promise of self-governance and national sovereignty. However, the road to true independence proved to be fraught with challenges. The Philippines emerged from World War II with a devastated economy and a society grappling with the scars of conflict. Despite these obstacles, Filipinos embarked on the arduous task of nation-building, striving to create a more just, equitable, and prosperous society. The post-Cold War era brought about a shifting geopolitical landscape, with the rise of China as a major economic and military power. China's growing assertiveness in the Asia-Pacific region, particularly its expansive territorial claims in the South China Sea, has posed significant challenges to the Philippines' sovereignty and security. China's construction of artificial islands, militarization of disputed features, and assertive actions at sea have raised concerns about its intentions and the potential for conflict. For the Philippines, this dispute represents a direct challenge to its sovereign rights and economic interests. China's actions threaten the livelihoods of Filipino fishermen and undermine the Philippines' ability to explore and exploit resources within its own exclusive economic zone. China's actions in the South China Sea extend beyond mere rhetoric. They are backed by a concerted and calculated display of military and economic might. The Chinese government has invested heavily in modernizing its navy, coast guard, and maritime militia, deploying these forces to assert its claims in the disputed waters. Artificial islands, built on submerged reefs and equipped with military installations, serve as forward operating bases, extending China's reach and control over the region. The Philippines, despite its limited military capabilities, has sought to push back against these incursions, deploying its own naval vessels and aircraft to patrol its waters and assert its presence. China's economic clout adds another layer of complexity to the geopolitical dynamics in the region. As the world's second-largest economy and a major trading partner for many Southeast Asian nations, China wields considerable economic leverage. The Philippines, heavily reliant on trade with China, has experienced this pressure firsthand. Chinese investments in infrastructure projects, while potentially beneficial for economic development, also raise concerns about debt-trap diplomacy and the potential for undue influence. Furthermore, China has been known to use economic sanctions as a tool of coercion, targeting countries that challenge its interests. This incident highlighted the economic vulnerabilities faced by the Philippines and the potential consequences of challenging China's assertive behavior. Caught between China's growing assertiveness and its own strategic interests, the Philippines faces a delicate balancing act. On the one hand, the Philippines seeks to protect its sovereignty and territorial integrity, upholding its rights under international law. On the other hand, it recognizes the importance of maintaining a stable and cooperative relationship with China, a major economic partner and a regional powerhouse. Diplomatically, the Philippines has sought to rally international support for its position on the South China Sea dispute, engaging in multilateral forums such as ASEAN and seeking partnerships with like-minded nations. The South China Sea dispute presents a double-edged sword for the Philippine economy. On the one hand, China's expansive claims and assertive actions threaten the livelihoods of Filipino fishermen who rely on access to fishing grounds within the Philippines' EEZ. This has had a ripple effect on coastal communities, impacting local economies and food security. On the other hand, China's economic rise presents potential opportunities for the Philippines. Chinese investments in infrastructure projects, such as roads, bridges, and railways, could help address the Philippines' infrastructure deficit and spur economic growth. The Philippines must carefully navigate this complex economic landscape, balancing the need for economic development with the imperative of safeguarding its sovereignty and long-term interests. The stark military imbalance between China and the Philippines poses a significant security challenge. China's rapid military modernization, coupled with its growing assertiveness in the South China Sea, has raised concerns about the potential for conflict. The Philippines, with its limited defense capabilities, faces an uphill battle in defending its territorial integrity. This has prompted the Philippine government to strengthen its defense ties with allies, particularly the United States, seeking enhanced security cooperation and assistance in modernizing its armed forces. However, even with external support, the Philippines faces an ongoing challenge in deterring Chinese aggression and maintaining a credible defense posture. The South China Sea dispute has also exposed and exacerbated societal divisions within the Philippines. While there is widespread national consensus on the importance of defending Philippine sovereignty, Opinions differ on the best approach to dealing with China. Some segments of society advocate for a more confrontational stance, urging the government to take a stronger stand against Chinese assertiveness. Others favor a more conciliatory approach, emphasizing the importance of diplomacy and engagement with China to manage tensions and avoid conflict. Navigating these divisions and forging a united front on the South China Sea issue will be crucial for the Philippines to effectively defend its interests and maintain its national unity. In the face of China's assertive actions, the Philippines has demonstrated a commitment to resolving disputes through peaceful, rules-based mechanisms. A cornerstone of this approach was the landmark case filed by the Philippines against China at the Permanent Court of Arbitration in The Hague. The tribunal's 2016 ruling, which overwhelmingly favored the Philippines, invalidated China's expansive 9-line claim and affirmed the Philippines' sovereign rights within its EEZ. While China continues to disregard the ruling, the Philippines has steadfastly upheld it as a victory for international law and a testament to the importance of peaceful dispute settlement. This multifaceted approach, combining legal action with proactive diplomacy, underscores the Philippines' commitment to seeking peaceful resolutions while defending its sovereign rights. Recognizing the need to bolster its defenses in the face of growing security challenges, the Philippines has embarked on a program of military modernization. Despite facing budgetary constraints, the Philippine government has prioritized investments in maritime domain awareness, air and naval capabilities, and cybersecurity. These efforts aim to enhance the Philippines' ability to monitor its waters, deter potential threats, and respond effectively to any infringement upon its sovereignty. By bolstering its capacity to defend itself, the Philippines aims to deter aggression and maintain a credible defense posture in a complex and dynamic security environment. The Philippines recognizes that effectively addressing the challenges in the South China Sea requires a united front and strong partnerships with like-minded nations. The Philippines has actively engaged in multilateral forums, particularly ASEAN, to foster dialogue, build consensus, and promote a rules-based order in the region. The Philippines has consistently advocated for a code of conduct in the South China Sea that would help manage tensions, prevent incidents at sea, and create a more stable and predictable maritime environment. In addition to regional efforts, the Philippines has strengthened bilateral security cooperation with key partners such as the United States, Japan, and Australia. This network of international collaboration aims to deter aggression, uphold international law, and ensure freedom of navigation and overflight in the South China Sea. The journey towards genuine autonomy is an ongoing process, fraught with complexities and challenges. The Philippines, having overcome centuries of colonial rule, now faces a new era of geopolitical competition. It is a battle for the very soul of its independence, for the right to chart its own destiny. The Filipino people have consistently demonstrated their resilience, their unwavering commitment to freedom. A shared responsibility. The challenges facing the Philippines are not theirs alone to bear. The international community must support the Philippines in upholding international law and ensuring a free and open Indo-Pacific. This requires diplomatic engagement, economic support, and security cooperation. Navigating the future. The future of Filipino independence hinges on navigating the complex geopolitical landscape with wisdom, courage, and commitment to sovereignty and democracy. This requires a strategic vision balancing national interests with regional stability and cooperation. The Philippines must strengthen its institutions and empower citizens for democratic participation. A vibrant democracy is the best defense against external pressure and internal divisions. Investing in education and economic opportunity builds a just and equitable society. The path ahead will be fraught with challenges. By drawing strength from history and working with international partners, the Filipino people can secure their future. If you found this video insightful, please subscribe, like and share to support our channel. Thank you for watching.